What's happening, tennis world, Play Your Court community? Today we're talking about Carlos Alcaraz and his forehand. The emergence of Carlos Alcaraz is one of the most exciting times we've seen since the emergence of the big three. The young man has it all, but he has a huge forehand. Now, his forehand is a little bit unique stylistically, meaning that there's elements of the modern forehand and the next gen forehand, making it completely his own. But ultimately, these aren't the big indicators of why he's hitting such a massive forehand. It's all about his contact point and keeping his arm fairly straight out in front. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have your arm perfectly straight, i.e. Federer, but we do want to have the shoulder in front of the chin and the arm extended. Now, recreational players, a lot of us mere mortals, we struggle with this because either the elbow gets jammed on the take back, or even when we do create that nice beach ball spacing, as we swing forward, the elbow starts finding its way to the hip and then contact gets jammed up. But the more that I'm jammed up, the less power I can put to the ball, the less leverage after the ball. The more I keep contact out in front here, the more pop I can get. So a simpler way to think about this is imagine that you were cracking a bullwhip. The energy in a bullwhip, that kinetic chain working through that big massive coil, storing energy, and then as it comes through, that bullwhip has to release to a point that allows the bullwhip to uncoil. Now, if I was in an 8x8 room, it'd be really hard to crack the whip because the end of the bullwhip would get jammed up and wouldn't be able to deliver that power. All right, so this is the key marker of the Carlos Alcaraz forehand, and today, 3 drills to help you learn it. Let's jump into drill number 1. So step 1 here is just holding the contact out in front. You'll notice I'm not trying to hit the ball, I'm just trying to find contact with my arm straight and out in front. This is more difficult than it seems, and so I don't want to give myself the parameters of making the ball in or missing it as it being correct, right? I just want to get comfortable with getting my arm through extension at the contact point. So the second exercise, hand all the way down at the bottom of the grip. I'm focusing on freezing with the racket tip pointed towards my target. Now, this is initiating that contact and really working on what's considered the traditional windshield wiper forehand. This is helping me hood that ball, work over it, and really making me focus on that contact out in front and getting my arm straighter. So the goal here is just to finish with the racket tip forward facing your target. One of the keys here is your mentality on this forehand. A lot of times we're waiting for the ball. The key is that you have to go for it. You have to look for the apex of the ball in order to get the body weight back behind the forehand. But if you look at the biggest forehands that we've seen ever, the Fernando Gonzalez, the Delpo, Federer, Rafa to some extent, and now Carlos Alcaraz, the arm being further out in front with the shoulder in front of the chin, that straighter arm is that commonality. Now, of course, we see Djokovic and a lot of other players that have more of that bent elbow, Simona Halep to name a few. That's perfectly fine, but we still want that contact out in front. So it's these 3 drills that are gonna make you comfortable, because a lot of times we know that, we're just uncomfortable trying to get the arm in that position. And these 3 drills are awesome at getting you comfortable to find that contact point way, way out in front. Hope this content, hope the instruction helped an absolute ton. If it did, you know what, subscribe, it helps us. That's the one thing you can do that helps us the absolute most. But we always appreciate when you like the videos and you leave comments. It's always me then in there answering your questions, your concerns, your trolling. I don't answer all the trolls, but occasionally. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.